In this class you will learn about photometric lights, which are more precise and look like real lighting. There are several types. Each one has its own specific characteristics, such as color, intensity, and other traits. These lights are supplied by manufacturers all over the world, and the file format is named as IES. So open the Photometric Lights file located in the course files. Let's start by explaining the concept on units of measurement for the entire design and for a specific light type. In order to get the highest standard of quality, it is essential to define the unit of measurement for the design and light intensity. And then set your design measurements proportional to your own measurements, and when working on a large-scale design, use meters for the unit of measurements. Did you know that the light intensity is directly proportional to the design unit of measurement? For example, when the file is defined in meters, the lighting effect on a square of 2 meters is one way and 2 millimeters is another way. Next, let's study about concepts in the system for defining the lighting intensity. Enable the Units command to define these units. So you can see how simple it is to access the units of measurement. You can either access the command from the browser or type units using the keyboard. There are 3 types of systems in AutoCAD to define light intensity, and we will explain them in this class. The first one is generic, that is compatible with former versions, where you can define light dimming settings and provide artificial lighting effects. It is not possible to use photometric lights in this mode. Second is international, and the third is American, which are equivalent and provide photometric lighting effects. Let's practice now. Insert a point light lighting effect in this scene and define the intensity light unit as generic. You can see the light properties are enabled like this, the dimming settings in order to produce artificial lighting effects. You can either define the lighting intensity unit as international or American. Either way, the dimming effects will not be enabled, as this is defined applying the distance squared. Let's now return to the generic unit and render it to see how it looks. You can see how the light is bright and the shadows are very intense and definite. Now changing to the international unit, and let's render it to compare the differences. You can see using the default photometric light, the lighting near the shadows are dimmer and look more like real lighting. The default American produced the same effect. Let's do the same in this other example, so you can understand photometric lighting better. Add some lights to the scene, and now there are 4 point lights and 2 spotlights. Now render both situations using the generic light intensity and international units. See how it looks. In the first image there is strong lighting on the table fabric, and then you can see the spotlight lighting effects. You can also see the floor is also well contrasted and the shadows has a single color. In the second image you can see the light on the table is dimmer, just like the floor and the shadows in the room, making the image look more realistic. See how it looks. The lighting effects are very interesting and look lifelike. So in this class we studied about photometric lighting and properties.